we share an enormous fraction of our DNA. It used to be thought that we shared 95% of our DNA with chimpanzees. Then it went up to 98. Thank God it stopped about there. And then it actually went back a little bit. I think we're back down to 94. So how about if we talk a little bit now about the history of AI so we can see how we got to where we are today. This will also be a history of AI that tells you a little bit about what you'll learn in this course. It all started with Lady Lovelace, the world's first programmer who wrote programs about 100 years before there were computers to run them. But it's interesting that even in 1842, people were hassling her about whether computers could get really smart. And she said, "The analytical engine has no pretensions to originate anything. It can do whatever we know how to order it to perform." Screwball idea that persists to this day. Nevertheless, that was the origin of it all. That was the beginning of the discussions, and then nothing much happened until about 1950, when Alan Turing wrote his famous paper which introduced the Turing test. Of course, Alan Turing had previously won the Second World War by breaking the German code, the Ultra Code, for which the British government rewarded him by driving him to suicide because he happened to be homosexual. But Turing wrote his paper in 1950, and that was the first milestone after Lady Lovelace's comment in 1842. And then the modern era really began with a paper written by Marvin Minsky in 1960 titled "Steps Toward Artificial Intelligence." And it wasn't long after that Jim Slagle